Well, hello, Stampers. I see. There we go. That's better. Welcome to Cheer Corner. It's Monday today, and Monday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time means it's time for a Cheer Corner video. So together we are going to change the world one card at a time. And you know what I really love about this? I get to combine the things that I love the most. So I love card making. I love teaching how to make cards. And I also love to reach out in community. And when you nominate your people for me to send this card to, you invite me into your lives. I get to share amazing stories with you, and I get to spread joy and cheer, and that makes me really, really happy. So as you watch me make this card today, think about who you should send this, who you should have me send this card to. So what I do is I handwrite a letter inside the card saying, hello, so-and-so. So-and-so has nominated you to receive this card from my Cheer Corner from Facebook and YouTube. And this is why you're getting the card. And then I add a few more personal lines and sign my name. So that's basically how it goes. And I'm excited about it. I love doing it. And so let's get started. And this card is a kind of go up. I'm playing. I haven't made a card. I don't even really have too much of an idea in my head. I've cut a few pieces and we're going to see what happens. All right, so I want to start with these beautiful blends. These are the colors. I don't know if it's going to work out. I'm going to be coloring a bird. I don't think, I love birds, but I haven't done any research as to what type of bird this exactly is and what colors it should be. It doesn't matter. It's art. The bird is going to be what I make it to be. And then I'm going to add I thought it was Daffodil Delight, but this is Mango Melody. That'll be for his beak. And then the black one is going to be to do a little bit of spattering. So I'm just going to move those out of the way. These are the pieces, the card components. So I'm using the new color Starry Sky, and this is the in color paper. I think I'm going to use the little flower section. The stripes are cute too, but I think I'm going to use the flowers. And then I put this through the embossing folder. This is a new one. And let me see, what is it called? Let's see. It's called Stripes and Splatters 3D Embossing Folder. This one will go through our mini die cutting machine as well as our big one. People ask me what I do for a living, and I say I'm competition for Hallmark. But what I really do, I teach card making, but I sell the products so that you can do this hobby yourself at home. So if you guys are watching on YouTube, I can't join in on the chat because I can only do so much at once, and I don't have someone here to help me with that. Gerard is going to do this when he retires. He knows this. I keep saying it, so everybody will be expecting it. And in the meantime, I'd love for you guys to chat together on YouTube, and I will check later. But I often, unless I get in right away, I can't see the live chat. Okay, so then comment below later on so that I can reply to you guys. I really value you. I hope you hit the subscribe button. Only half of my followers on YouTube have subscribed. So I'm hoping to change that, and because it's really exciting. I'm trying to grow my YouTube following so that I can do this from Holland as well. And it's easy to find my videos on YouTube. So these pieces of pattern paper are 1 inch by 4 inches, okay? And then this piece is, I think, 3 inches by 4 inches, but let's double check and see. Yeah, 3 inches by 4 inches. Yeah, and so I do have it. Let me just see. I have it on my computer here. I'm hoping I can see the Facebook messages. Okay, I'm trying to do a little bit of interaction because that's the whole purpose of going live. Okay, and I know you guys love to interact, and I do as well. So here we go. Hi, Mary Ellen. Nice. Okay. One person commented. Maybe more people will comment when they hear me saying hello. I know I like it when I'm watching a live video if someone says hi to me. But also realize that it doesn't always work because you only can look at the screen so much because you're busy working. So don't feel insulted if I don't say hi to you during the video. And I will definitely go back and look later, okay? There. So that's the basis. Then I have a stitched rectangle, which I kind of got some junk on. Let's see if I can clean that. Oh, yeah, here it is. I've got this there. Oh yeah, that takes it off. Stampin' Up! Used to sell this little thing, and I don't think they do anymore, but you can get it other places. All right, so now I want to stamp my bird. I'm using Eclectic Garden right here. I haven't used it yet, and I'm going to use that bird right there. Isn't it cute? Yeah. Oh, hi, Louise. Thank you. I'm hoping that it's nice. This is a photopolymer set, and the photopolymer set comes like this between two sheets of plastic. One is thin. That's the one you're going to want to keep, and one is thick. And you're going to take the stamps off of the thick piece, and then, see, you just peel it off carefully, and then you put it inside your stamp case, right like that, and you can see which ones, oops, you've used. There, I'm going to use the bird one, so I'm going to leave it on. But you can just store them in here, and it's nice, and then you cover them again with that thin piece of plastic. So I'm not going to do that all. You don't need to see that. We're just going to take the bird off, and I'm just using my thumb flat and peeling it off. You don't want to yank on it. You don't want to break your stamp. Okay. We're going to use the Stamparatus, and when you use the Stamparatus, which I still haven't cleaned, people, haven't been cleaning my house. My house looks amazing. Here we go. I don't want this close to the hinge, so what I do is I save the negative, which is this. See? I've saved that, and that way I can just, my magnet on here, I can slide this in like so. And now I'm going to put my bird, and I want to put my bird off to the side because I'm hoping that I can squeeze in my words underneath. Here, let's see. I'm thinking the branch has to be there. I'm trying to make sure that his feet are straight, but you know what? That's not that important because a bird does not always sit straight on a branch. And you know what else I forgot? You can see how dirty this thing is. I forgot that with photopolymer, I have to put the layer in here, okay? So your Stamparatus comes with a little foamy piece. And when you use photopolymer stamps, you need that piece in there for that extra cush, okay? So now we're gonna do it all over again. There we go, tight into the corner, magnet, here we go. And actually, I wanna just see, yeah, now I can see better. I can see that the branch is decent. Okay, so we're going to stamp this in Memento Black. And hi, Susan, nice to see you. Hello, Barbara. I'm so happy that you guys are here with me. I'm using Memento Black. And I get to see Gerard on Friday night. I'm so excited. We've only been apart for a little over a week, and we already miss each other so much. We spoke for hours on the phone yesterday with a video chat. That kept me from working on Sunday. Here we go. You know what? I think we need to do this one more time. I just want it a little bit darker. And then we're going to see what we can do with the blends. There. Let's see how that turned out. Let's see. Oh, goodness gracious, that's awful. You know what? I can see now that my paper moved, and that's why it turned out badly. Okay, guess what? We're going to use the back side. This is not going to be pretty, but this is what happens, people. So I wasn't paying attention. You see, I was excited because I was telling you about my phone call with Gerard. Oh, thanks, Lynn. See, so here we go. Give it a good press. And you know what? That's good enough. And it's got a bit of mess up here, but that's life. Okay, not going to worry about it. And actually, before I color, let's see what words we can fit on here. I wanted to do thinking of you, but I don't think that's going to fit. See? It does have breathe. That fits. And this one hasn't been put together yet. Goodness gracious. You know what? We're going to wait. Maybe we won't put any words on there at all. But this was the one I was thinking of because I thought the thinking of you is really nice. I can always add that later. So depending on who nominates this card, I can change it later. Okay. So now, another thing, when you're using your blends tend to leach through to the other side. So put something underneath. I don't want this to get dirty, so I'm putting a piece of this paper underneath. And now we're going to get started. You know what? I'm going to be safe. We're going to start with the beak. Very unusual choice. There. And his legs, his feet. There. And you know what? It's going to be kind of fun to have those bright colors for the leaves. So what I do is I like to just kind of go along the edge and down the middle with the darker color. And I'm going to just zoom in a little bit so that you guys can see better. When you put your lids on your blends, always make sure that you hear that click, okay? Because if you don't put your lids on properly, let me just go to zoom in a bit, they will dry out, and that's a shame. Okay, now you can see it a little bit better. All right, we'll keep going. So I love this. It's not necessarily your first choice for a green for leaves because it is super bright, but sometimes in the springtime, I find that the greens are really bright and beautiful. You know what? When you're creating art, you can just make your world the way you want it to be. And I like the chewiness of this. I think it's perfect for cheer corner. See, and I'm just turning the paper as I go, makes it easier. And you can see, like, I'm not putting a whole lot of thought into this. You don't have to make it complicated. You know, if you're scared by coloring, just color. Don't worry about all the shading and the rules. And you know what? I'm not much of a rules person. That part will come. You'll get better at it. And we have a secret tool in our arsenal to make you look like a coloring genius. And I'm going to grab it just in a minute. See, so I just added a little bit of dark and a little bit of light. Now watch this. We have something called a color lifter. So if you just take that and you give it a little swipe here and there, it lifts the color and it gives you some shading. Now it takes a minute to activate, but that's what I do. And then it just looks like, oh wow, that's amazing. All right, now we're gonna get creative. A little bit of dark and a little bit of light. Okay, so we're going with the dark Starry Sky. And I'm just going on like that a little bit. A little bit on his tail. And a little bit here. Okay. It's a very dark color. So now I'm going with the brush tip of the lighter Starry Sky. And, oh, I forgot. I should have a brown out for the branch. We'll probably go with soft suede, but now we have all those natural tones. Okay, and I'm just going to go a little bit on his head too, like so. And then maybe a wee little bit in here. Now I want to go with the dark. This is dark Tahitian Tide. And we're going to go a little bit on his belly. There. And now light Tahitian Tide. And we're just going to blend this in. There. And don't press hard. You're just going over the dark with the light so that you don't get lines. And I'm just going in here a little bit. And I'm just going to blend this down as well. Just to soften them up a little. And now I thought it would be fun to take the color lifter again and just lighten things up a little bit. There. So I just need a brown. Oh, turn away the other way, girl. And I did go with the soft suede. And let's have a look. Hello, Letha. Nice to see you. We've got there. Okay. Every once in a while, I have to just check myself to see if I'm actually where I'm supposed to be and that you guys are seeing what you're supposed to see. So this is dark soft suede. There. And then the last thing we're going to do is I could use, where did my stamp set go? See, there is a splatter with this, the splatter stamp. So maybe we'll use that. But I'm going to show you another trick. So we're going to use the splatter stamp, and then I'm going to maybe augment it. And I'm not going to use the Stamparatus for this. I have my stamp room just like it's just purged to one big, I have one big thing with stamps and all the rest is downstairs. So I'm just going really light, and I like that, but I find it really hard to be subtle with a spatter stamp. So what I like to do is I have a black blend here, and you take the brush tip and you flick it like so, and then you get a nice spatter that's not as controlled. See? I like the loose spatter better than the stamp, but it is what it is, and I like the combination. I think it looks nice. Now, what I want to do, well, we'll put the card together, and then we'll see what we do. So we're going to put this. So this is the stitched rectangle, and then I put it on a piece of, oh, what's it called? Orchid Oasis. And the Orchid Oasis piece is 3 3/4 by 2 3/8. Okay. Now we're going to put that together, and we're going to see how it looks. And I think we see how you can see how the blends kind of leached through. Now, I don't think it went through on my paper, but you never know. So, and now I'm going to have a nice cup of coffee after this. I got some rhubarb from church yesterday. A lady brought a whole whack load of rhubarb, so I made a rhubarb cake and I made rhubarb pie. And I had rhubarb pie for breakfast, a huge piece. Pie for breakfast is awesome. Have you guys read all the Laura Ingalls books, the Little House on the Prairie books? One of my favorite ones was Farmer Boy. In Farmer Boy, they had pie for breakfast. How genius is that? Look at that. So, what are we going to say on this card now? I don't know. Okay, you know what we're going to do? I kind of like just one word there. And maybe the breathe is good, or the thanks. Let me see. The thinking of you, I don't think is going to fit. Let's have a look, see. Thinking of you. It would have to go all the way across like that. It would have to come like so. That's not going to work. We're going to do a breathe. And see how there's that extra piece there of rubber? I don't like that, but we'll fix it later. Okay, time for the Stamparatus. And I think that in this world and with all the crap that's going on, it really does help to breathe. You know, you think, well, breathing is normal and we breathe all the time. Oh, guess what? That's not going to work. Okay, we're going to do it this way. But breathing intentionally, like really deep breaths, is amazing. It's a really amazing. I used to think that was all just, you know, hocus pocus. It's not. It really does help a lot. Okay. So I'm doing that. And I'm looking on my Stamparatus and it looks pretty straight, so I'm hoping it's good. And let me just double check because I might be zoomed in too far. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, okay, guys? There. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to ink it up with Memento Black. Tap, tap, tap. And let's go. And normally I would put my sticker on. I just didn't want to take the time. Oh yeah, that is beautiful. Okay, I'm happy with that. Gives me just the look that I want. So, you know, the nice thing about this is Stampin' Up! Has all the colors that match, right? So I took the blends from Starry Sky, then I have the cardstock from Starry Sky, and I have the pattern paper from Starry Sky. And then I took the Orchid Oasis, because that seems to be the color that is in the little flowers. And it just looks beautiful. So now all we need to do, oh, that's nice, Barbara, thank you. I'm just going to add some dimensional. So if there's any other Dutch people that are watching, I have had the most amazing idea. Thanks to Barbara. Barbara took me on my last Friday. Friday's normally when I do my coffee and a card class. She took me and showed me beautiful things in Holland, and we had such a nice day. So I'm thinking from now on, Fridays are going to be for Discovering Holland. So if you are a Dutch stamper, then you can come and be my tour guide, and I will do videos, and I will treat you to lunch, but you are the driver, and we're going to explore your favorite things in Holland. And my stamping in Holland is going to be very personal. I'm going to reach out to new stampers and ask them to come and stamp with me. It won't be a class, it'll just be stamping together. And I want to do that in Canada too. So if you're new and you've never stamped, message me. I'd love to stamp with you. We'll have coffee and we'll stamp together. No classes, just personal stamping, one-on-one. Mind you, if you do have friends that want to come together with you, 2, 3 people, awesome. I'm all for it. Scheduling classes just doesn't work in my lifestyle right now. And so I just want to do what comes naturally, and reaching out does come naturally. So what do you guys think of this card? Let me zoom in a bit. Oh, my hand's in the way. Gosh. Zoom. Okay, it's coming. Pardon me. Nope, not working. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, whoops, this way. Isn't that pretty? I think it's really nice. I don't know if the bird is, hello, Angie, so nice. And, oh, okay, Barbara, I'm thinking of you for you poor mama. I will give you the recipe for the rhubarb cake. It's the best recipe ever, Audrey. So that will be happening. And yeah, I just want to say thank you so, so much for joining me. I'm going to scooch back here. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And remember, share my video if you're on Facebook, share it if you're on YouTube, and subscribe to my channel because I need you. We need community to work together. And later on today, I'm going to be doing a video with how I think I can keep my business sustainable with this crazy life that I have, this crazy, wonderful life. But I really do want to keep my Stampin' Up! Business going. And this week is all focused on stamping again. I have the house to myself. It's been repurposed. It's ready for Airbnb. And actually, if you guys are watching, I'll do a video. This Airbnb is perfect for doing a crafting retreat. You can use my ink pads. You can use my tools. You should get together with some friends and rent out my house. So let me know if you're interested. Have a super day, guys. Bye.